Yeah, how y'all doing, man? This is my turn, DJ, man. If you like my video, man, please like and subscribe. I just want to give y'all a true story about what I've been through in my life, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I went from, you see this right here? This me right here. I used to write this letter, man. This Florida Department of Correction. Yeah, man, I'm on the streets right now. My first Thanksgiving for doing 12 and a half years, man. And I just want to let y'all know, man, prison is not fun. Prison is not fun. You hear me? You don't get no cool points out here for going to prison. So I'm just gonna give you a little insight of my life so y'all can listen to the warning before destruction like I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So prime example, man. 2003, not 2003, my bad, September 3rd, 2009, I got incarcerated. I was 16 years age. I was sentenced to 30 years in prison. At the age of 17, I was sentenced to 30 years. Went back on 5 appeals, denied. Seen the most craziest shit I seen everything in prison. I grew up in prison. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? I seen everything, you know what I'm saying? And I told myself, when I get out of prison, I gotta share this message, man. I gotta warn and help people not to go through the things I went through, man, because, man, that shit get ugly. You hear me? And I survived. Thank God, prayed up, you know what I'm saying? I stepped to the plan, but if I can save the youth from not seeing what I seen, because they don't know what's instead of. I was just like them. I can relate. I was one of them. I was one of them young dudes that was in the streets about everything. You know what I'm saying? I was on gold. I think I was worse than the general. I was on gold. I don't care what it was. I already died on the streets in the chain gang. I was just there. I had nothing to think with. I ain't use my mind. I ain't think. You know what I'm saying? But these days, these kids out here, you know what I'm saying? They don't know no better. Just like I ain't know no better. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I ain't have what I'm finna do for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna make sure they hear what I'm saying. Because they think it's fun and game. All these rappers talking about do this and do this, they think it's funny game, you know what I'm saying? They ain't telling you about the consequences behind all this spinning and all this extra stuff. They ain't telling you. They really trying to sacrifice you, really. My point. If I look at how I look at it, if I can listen to the rappers and they music, they ain't trying to help you, little homie. They don't care about you, little homie. They telling you, going saying, y'all get in the car, spin a couple blocks, you know what I'm saying? Do some drill, but they ain't telling you, bro, that's a life sentence right there, bro. That's life plus 30 right there, bro. That's 2 elbows, you hear me? They ain't telling you about what's the cost of this shit. Damn, I gotta get a lawyer. Damn, okay, I'm gonna go to prison. Damn, I gotta get out of trouble. Now I gotta pay for another lawyer. Damn, they gonna deny me. Damn, it costs us. Guess what? It's money. You know, this is not this world. United States of America, man. This money is real, man. It costs to get locked up. It costs to get out of jail. It costs to stay in jail. They ain't telling you about none of all this stuff. So I'm, you know what I'm saying, my goal, my purpose is come out here, you know what I'm saying, and just bless the youth, you know what I'm saying, save the youth, and just share my testimony. Everything I speak is facts. Especially about some shit like I done 12 and a half years. I only been out 90 days. Everything I say, man, about the prison system is fact. I'm just trying to warn you, man, you don't want to see this. You don't want to be no convicted fella. Know what I'm saying? You don't want to, okay, prime example, man, on the recession, the recession. Man, I'm gonna tell you what you don't do, man. When you first go to prison, this how pressure it is. When you first go to prison, the police trying to make an example of you. They trying to let you know, man, welcome to DOC, man. And you gonna hear that too. At a recession center, you gonna hear welcome to DOC. You hear me? You better not look too long. You might get slapped. They trying to make an example of you. They gonna have you butt naked out here. When I went to prison, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me when I went. I went to prison in November 2010. It was cold. Guess what? Them people made to get butt naked outside, man. 20 deep, butt naked. Cold. They know it's cold. We out here concrete, wind blowing. Out here 4 o'clock in the morning, cold. Real cold. I remember this. Cause you know why I remember this? It's torture. It hurt it. I can't forget this shit. Every time I get hurt, I can't forget. You know what I'm saying? I might forgive, but I don't forget. Guess what, man? Them people got us out there, man, butt naked cold, man. Out here, you hear me? Slapping people, disrespecting you. If you look too long, if you don't say yes sir, no man, you hear me? Late Butler, all right. People that understand about Late Butler, they know I ain't lying, man. If you been in prison instead of Florida, man, y'all know everybody know what Late Butler gonna do to you, man. Everybody know how they break you in at the reception center, man. From the old school to the new school, y'all know I ain't lying, man. Better not look at them people too long. You better not miss ma'am or no sir. You better not. It's gonna be consequences. You better not gun on females. Better not do that. You hear me? Better not suck your teeth. You hear me? You better not act like you want no rat. Guess what, man? They got a sign up there talking about we don't never walk alone, man. They mean business. Anybody know what I'm talking about? They know what I'm talking about, man. No people mean business, man. Guess what? When we go to the courtroom, they mean business, man. When they wheezy out of here, send your ass out the state, DOC, FSP, North Florida Panhandle, guess what? No mean people mean business. And you ain't never been disrespected unless you been in prison, man. So you don't think about it? On the street, you can be disrespected. You can be disrespected. You can get away from disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You can actually do something about disrespect. Prison, man, those people gonna oppress you, man, for real, man. Guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. If you do something about it, you really finna trick yourself out your spot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here right now, so let you know you can avoid all this, partner. You can avoid all this, homie. Before you do something stupid like I did, stop and think. You hear me? Stop and think. Damn, if I get locked up, they might affect my kids, my mama, my daddy, my grandma. Stop and think who this might affect. It gonna affect you because it's your life. Stop and think. Damn, if I go hit this lick, I go in this house, ain't nobody supposed to be in the house, but I go in this house, and somebody in this house, now I got the gun, know what I'm saying? Now I shoot him, know what I'm saying? That's a murder, home evade. Look how many charges you done caught by 3 PBLs on a sweet lick that you thought nobody wasn't supposed to beat up. That thing you know, wheezy out of here. You hear me? You got 3 elbows, partner. Is that shit worth it? Life sentence, $1 million in the chain gang. That shit worth it, partner? Being in prison for life for $1 million? I don't give a fuck how much money in that house, homie. I don't care, man. Homie, yeah, I don't care, boy, because I know what's on the other side of the fence. You hear me? Niggas in the chain gang on the other side of the fence be saying shit like that, man. This shit for the birds, man. Nigga in prison say shit like that, man. This shit for the birds, man. You know why? Because the bird can fly right out that motherfucker anytime they want to. Man, listen, if you got a dog, man, your ass finna be in a cell, man. Pressure. That what gonna be. You gonna die in prison. No people mean business, man. 40, 50, 60 years. Niggas in prison doing that right now. 40, 50, 60 years. I just did 12 and a half at the age of 16. This is facts. I didn't seen it all. You hear me? I didn't seen it all. I didn't see where it get ugly. I'm a real deal, man. I'm from the mud, man. I'm from the chain gang, man. I just seen this shit, man. It get ugly, man. You don't want to see that, homie. You don't want to see your people dying and you can't go into the funeral. You don't want to see your mama dying and you can't make it to the funeral because you got 100 years. You don't want to see that, partner. You don't want to see that. You don't want to go through that. Them police beating you up with handcuffs, talking to you any type of way. You got to sleep with a knife. Know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for different people. No, you don't want to go through that. That's uncomfortable. I can't live like that, knowing that I got to sleep with a knife with shades on my eye, playing like I'm asleep. Know what I'm saying? Just because I want a nigga come over here flagging so I can get. Nah, homie, you don't want to go through that. Know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through that, man. Got to depend on no police to feed you, breakfast, lunch, and depend. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through that. Working for free, being disrespected, stressing. That's man. You gonna get a bald head, yeah, man. You don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through no Master Ross account, man. DC number, man. Every night, man, for year after year. Police crying about this and that and that. Then you got the individual dude that you in the dorm with crying. You know, you got all type of cultures, all type of races. crying about this and that, you know what I'm saying, for year after year, man, that shit get aggravated, man.
So at the reception center, like what's some of the do's and don'ts? The do's and don'ts at the reception center that you gotta know, or you're gonna have some issues with inmates and officers.
Well,
Let's
okay.
start with the officers.
I'm gonna start with officers because I'm gonna give you the best game. How to, man. Listen, I did 12 and a half years. I ain't never had no people put their hands on me. You hear me? Because this the number one rule you do. You hear me? Now they gonna try to trick you. Now I ain't not listen. They was shooting at me. They ain't get me though. They was shooting at me. But this why this listen, stay in between that yellow line, man. You hear me? Stay class A. Stay class A and stay your ass in that yellow line, you won't have no problem, man.
So what class A people might
Man, class A, man, there's expression ready, man. You got your blue shirt on, blue pants on. You looking good, you hear me? Class A is where you ready to take a picture. That's the best class. You're gonna be on class A any day. That's the best class of your prison blues, you know what I'm saying? Class A, ID up here, looking presentable, you know what I'm saying?